most consistent goalkeepers for a long time. Corkhill is very young, but he's an experienced. He's got an experienced head, and he's going to be tested today because Khairuddin, Marlon James, there's going to be a lot of high balls in the box, and he's going to take a lot of battering.
Astro Arena are bringing you some technology new to Malaysia. We've got the virtual graphics for you around the stadium. We've got the new technology, plus we've got a high-profile camera. We've spent a few $1,000s to bring you international quality coverage of what is a sensational occasion. Era Piala Malaysia 2012, ATM in the red will get us underway. Referee Nafiz Wahab checks all is ready, and ATM in their first final since 1966 through Bruno Martelotto gives it away straight away to Nurul Azwan. Afiq an up and under, and he beats Amar Ridwan in the air. Amar Ridwan then gives it away, third time for the international Amar Ridwan, who was playing university football this time last year.
He's done very well. I think he's improving all the time, and the more games he plays, I think that, he's going to grow with confidence, and he started the game very well.
Marlon James just taken down. Not guilty. I wouldn't do that, says Subra. Yes, and you would. Yes, you would.
That was two trucks running into each other there. They're two big men, Marlon James and Abina, and it's going to be a great battle today.
Well, Amar Ridwan will add something offensively. He can come up from the back for free kicks around about this range. Obviously, James is a target. Khairuddin Omar is very good in the air as well.
Yeah, I think young Afiq has got to do some defending also from set pieces. It will be Afiq on Tajuddin, and Albino probably be on Marlon James.
Indeed, Afiq's got his defensive work cut out. Carol Farmy comes a long way, and for once misjudges it. Very aware, I think, of the aerial prowess of ATM.
Yes, and he got taken out there by Marlon James. I said on the replay, he just went too far in. Oh, actually it wasn't. It was Khairuddin. Got him right in the ribs there, and that would have hurt.
There's a little elbow down there from Tajuddin.
Yeah, well, there you go. And he would not be down if he's not genuinely hurt. There's a Tajuddin. There he is. Yeah. Big fella.
Well, there is one flaw to Carol Farmy. He's only 5'7", and he will come for the ball, but he is vulnerable when it's tossed up in the air like that.
Yeah, he is, but he's got a heart of a lion, and he will not shirk his duty. He will come out, he'll put his body on the line, as we saw just now. Unfortunately, he misread the flight of the ball there. If he got the right flight of the ball, I don't think he would have got injured. He probably would have taken Tajuddin with him, but he came on second best. You don't want him injured. He's up. Like I said, he's got a heart of a lion. He's a wonderful goalkeeper.
Shahrazan Ismail, I think, looks quite relieved. He
doesn't want to go on. Too early to come on.
But there's a corner to be taken by Christy Jayaseelan. Near post. Strike comes from Adil. He'll go to that near post every time, Adil Zafran.
Yeah, he's got a good jump on him, Adil Zafran. He's a good header of the ball, and it's all about the timing. But a bit of a nervous start for the defenders of Kelantan, which is a little bit unusual. They've been here and done that, so I expect a little bit more, and I'm sure they'll settle.
Rizal Zambri's header. Dautsu only finds Christy Jayaseelan, who's dispossessed. Indra Putra, he's got men in the middle. Tajuddin sweeps over ever so well to dispossess Indra. Marlon James. Oh. Bruno's being taken out rather crudely.
I think it was Shakir there. You probably see it's Shakir who's...
Was that a welcome to the cup final, or was it a mistimed challenge?
There is Shakir, there he is.
It's a welcome to the cup final.
Well, that's, as they say, it says it's ball and all. So you've got the ball and the legs all together. There's Shakir. He's a much bigger man than Bruno, and he knows Bruno, given a bit of time on the ball, can be very, very dangerous for his team.
Another free kick. Azmi Muslim. Looking for Khairuddin. Subra gets the header. Zakwan. 3 in the penalty area. K. Ruben. Khairuddin! Flags up for offside.
Yes. It's incredible how good he is in the air. He's about, what, 5'9", 5'10", but he just hangs and he wins pretty much everything. He's miles offside there. He was offside first, coming back onside.
Scorer of a sensational winner last year.
How can we forget? How can we forget?
Overhead kick, 5 minutes from time against one of his former clubs. Shakir, Nurul Azwan. Azmi, tell you what, Azmi was behind all of the other defenders there.
Yeah. A little bit of misunderstanding there with the back four, two jumping the line and two staying, and that's pretty dangerous. You've got to communicate better. You either all four step up or you stay back, and they're playing with a bit of danger, and especially high up the park where there's about space of 30-40 metres behind where Nosharul can make that run.
Adil, K. Ruben. Nurul Azwan. Dispossessed by Zakwan. Good to see Bakwan back to full fitness. He's had some horrible knee injuries, but looks nearly back to his best.
Yeah, he looked very good against the Lions 12 in the semi-final. Looked very, very sharp, and he's key on that right-hand side. The combination with himself and Ruben against one of my favourite players, Roya, and I like Roya in full flight.
Dautsu. Good cross, Afiq! Touch over the bar from Farizal. Afiq Azmi, though, early on proving that he is a worthy replacement.
Yes, he's making his mark early, the young fella. Beautiful ball, great free kick there. There's Dautsu, lights it up, and the big fella gets it full on the head. Good kick, good save there by the goalkeeper. Comfortable save, but he's there.
Dautsu making a run down the left-hand side. Normally a right-sided player. Badri will take the first corner, and it's a ball. He never got his footing right there. No, you can see that.
No, he didn't. I think he got his standing foot there horribly wrong. There's the young fella. I love his hairstyle, first and for all, and he attacked that beautifully there. Good save by the goalkeeper. And a good cross by Dautsu. As you said, he's predominantly a right footer, but the flight of the ball was just perfect and very inviting for the big striker to head the ball.
Afiq Azmi, 13 shots, 4 goals I think it is in this Malaysia Cup campaign for the team he's on loan to. Adil. Rizal Zambri will bring a little bit of sanity to proceedings, Rizal. Zakwan to Bruno Martelotto. Won a Malaysia Cup with MPPJ. Here's Marlon James. James, useful play by Shakir, cleared by Dautsu. Nosharul. Handball, says the referee.
Well, he was right there, wasn't he, the referee? That's poor control by Nosharul. Had a lot of time to control it on his chest.
There's a man down. James is down. And in need of some treatment. And I think just drawing the attention to Hafiz Wahab that he took a knock off the ball, and Boyan is telling the fourth official exactly that. I'm wondering if our cameras...
I wonder what language is Boyan is saying it there, but he's pretty upset. He's probably telling the fourth linesman that Marlon James is acting and is trying to get his player booked there. He was off the ball, but this.
Fourth official is Kamal Ahmad, and knowing both Boyan and Satya, he'll need earplugs.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a big fella. I hope he wasn't acting or trying to get somebody booked there.
He's away for this free kick, still off the pitch, getting treatment. Tajuddin far post, Hairudin middle of the screen. There's Hairudin up against Obina and Munieri.
You see a shot coming in. And that's just a waste of time, to be honest with you. I mean, 40 metres against Khairul Fahmy. You know, it's. I thought that's just low percentage play by Adil. Maybe because Marlon James was off the field and they didn't want to be caught 10 players.
Referee Hafiz Wahab's been spending some time in China, some experience of Chinese football. I doubt there'll be as many intense occasions as this. Again, Afiq and Tajuddin go. Afiq is winning a real high percentage of balls in the air.
He's winning everything. He's won 4 out of 4 now. I've already counted 4 times he's won it against Tajuddin, and that's not a good sign for the big central defender.
Bruno Martelotto, Hairudin. Martelotto can't control, and Nick Sharrell into the channels, Rafiq to chase. Asmi Muslim concedes height but wins the throw. Nick Sharrell's header. Nurul Aswan elbowed off the ball by Rizal Sambri.
Nurul plays out wide on the left, but he rows around and he likes to get the ball at his feet there. That's central, right in the middle there for Zambri, who's a very, very strong player. The game has started a little bit too narrow. I'd love to see them open it up a little bit more and try and use the width of the whole field and just open the field up a little bit.
As you can see, the wall is back 10 metres. There's some of the virtual graphics we're delighted to bring you. Farizal comes and punches and gets the benefit from the referee of a free kick.
Well, he's making himself present there. Big Afiq, there he goes, attacking the ball. I don't know where the free kick is there.
Tajuddin. That battle between him and Afiq, we didn't talk about it much before,
No,
but it's central.
It is central. They're the 2 big boys at the back there. So obviously Adil Zafwan will probably take Noor Sharrell, who knows his game very, very well, and Tajuddin has got a job to do, and big Afiq is gonna give him a game.
Hairudin. Zakwan can chase. Great cross from Zakwan. James just barges into a binner. He apologises, he knew exactly what he was doing. St Vincent's and Grenadine striker. Quickly taken, Noor Sharrell Idlan Talaha. Asmi can't get the tackle in. Noor Sharrell's got Indra in support. Still Noor Sharrell. Asmi Muslim recovers.
Great recovery there by Asmi. He got done on the line, he would have been disappointed with that, but he kept going and he did win it at last.
Badri. Little break to Nurul Aswan. Okay, Ruben. Big, solid body in the way. Dalsu. Ruben's half header. Noor Sharrell. Noor Sharrell!
That was brilliant. That was really brilliant. He made something out of absolute nothing, Noor Sharrell. And one of the defenders was asleep there. I think it was Adil Zafwan. He's sleeping there. Look at those 2 touches and a brilliant left footer. Unlucky not to score. Great first touch, second touch pass. Tajuddin, and just got the outside of the foot of his left foot there. Good start by Noor Sharrell today.
It's been a good start to this game. We're expecting a lot out of it. Hopefully not disappointing. Here at Piala Malaysia 2012, ATM, the Premier League champions up against the Super League champions. It's not unheard of for Premier League champions to win the cup. Selangor did it. Hairudin. Zakwan. K. Ruben. Marlon James. Very, very close to Mobina. Quickly taken. Zakwan. Corkhill breaks the Hairudin Omar. Same end last year was where he scored the overhead kick.
Yeah, that was a quick free kick there. Obina all over Marlon James. It's going to take him a tough time today to try and mark the big fella there. But a good cross from out wide. Here it is there. Zakwan is looking for Christie, and good interception there with a head. And there's Hairudin. Had a good look there for a volley. Just got underneath it.
Satyanathan was saying beforehand that he would get his team to attack. They know no other way. Hairudin. Intercepted by Dautsu. Subramaniam. Ruben loses out and Nurul Aswan's got pace. Nurul Aswan. Adil is in there, determined. No Sharrell. No Sharrell, Islam Salah! Super save, Farizal. Shakir. Tell you what, my co-commentator Abbas Saad is applauding.
I told you he's a big-time player, Nor Sharrell. We haven't seen this for a long, long time, but he's such an exciting player. This is what he can do individually. He can beat 2 or 3 players without a shadow of doubt. Look at that. That was such unlucky, but good save by the keeper, who stood very, very big in goals. There's a step over. See you later, Adil. And the keeper did very, very well. Maybe he could have passed it, actually, but he just saw the goals. He's a striker. But good start by Nor Sharrell. There he is.
I know you were saying that one of the weaknesses for ATM is the goalkeeper, Farizal Aaron.
Yes, and so far he's done very well. He's made 2 saves, 2 very, very good saves, but the defending has got to be better by ATM.
Martelotto, free kick to ATM, again in a good position with the triumvirate of Hairudin, James and Tajuddin coming forward. They are an aerial presence.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful. This is probably been his 4th foul already, and he still hasn't picked up a yellow card. He must be on his last chance. The big fella, there's no need to foul him there. He's going nowhere. He's going towards the sideline, so let him go.
Just need to correct you on the Maggi stats. Tell us it's only his 3rd foul.
3rd,
yeah,
okay.
So again, the stats from the Maggi.
There you
Innovation, we're bringing you at Astro Arena. We're making this proper coverage of football. International standards now, international standard cross required. Far post, Tajuddin gets the header in over Afik, holds his head, and that is the battle. Tajuddin Afik.
Yes, and that should have been the first goal. That is an open look. He's got the leap, he's got the jump on Afik, and when you get the jump on the player, you're always going to win the ball. Afik is there, and there it is. He should have scored there. He should have scored. He'd be very disappointed, the big fella, but he started very well also. There's some great battles already all over the park, and that's what we expect from this cup final. You know, it is the ultimate game, and all the players want to win this final.
Statistics, 5 shots already. 2 from ATM, both off target. 3 from Kelantan, 2 on target. 2 very good saves from Farizal. James holds off Obina. Can't hold off Shakir. Nick Sharrell. Tajuddin's header.
Still Kelantan trying to go through the middle too much for my liking. Got to get Indra Putra and Roya out wide. They've got a lot of pace out wide. There's another chance. 1-on-1 for Nor Sharrell.
This time Adil responds, gets close, and Nor Sharrell sticks out a foot. Concedes the free kick. Referee being lenient, no yellow cards so far, and there have been opportunities for him to do so.
Yeah, but this is a cup final. You've got to expect that. There's going to be a bit of nerve, going through the plays. There's going to be some sloppy tackles. I think there hasn't been any ruthless tackles so far, so the referee's done a good job. But I'd like to see him play the advantage a little bit more and stop stopping the game.
James header. Tajuddin, Rizal Zambri, one of the recruits from Negri Sembalam. Hey Ruben. Did well just to keep it in there. The fullback who played for the under-22s in a victory over Indonesia a couple of months ago and scored a cracker. Satya furiously making notes. Now, what do you reckon he spotted?
Well, obviously, they're getting exposed one-on-ones at the back. I think his back four have got to be a lot tighter as a unit. And if you're going to leave Nor Sharrell one-on-one, he's going to beat you, eat your life. We saw with 2 against 1, and he still got past them. So I think the communication a little bit better, a little bit tighter on North Sharrell, because he is the key for Kelantan as far as I'm concerned.
Afiq's header. Zakwan. Off Dautsu. Zakwanada. Ian Ruben down the right-hand side. Christy Jayasila and Azmi and Muslim starting down the left. The two wingers can't switch.
I think if there's any weakness for both teams, it is the right backs and the left backs. Probably Zamri is probably the strongest out of all four fullbacks because of the prowess out wide. You've got very fast players. Christie hasn't touched the ball out wide on the left, but he's going to get more involved with Zakwan.
Badri Radzi's first clearance. Badri in quickly. Azmi Muslim, very narrow. Umbina. No space there. Harudin slows it down. Rizal, Ruben. Adil. Amaritwan. Afiq closing Amaritwan down. Nobody closing Adil. Is that one of those, we're okay to give Adil the ball?
Yeah, I mean, they're happy just to defend inside their half. You can see, we said that Afiq will probably be the lone striker and North Sharrell will make it 5 in midfield. And they're doing the same thing. Harudin is dropping into the midfield there, and it's just man for man and leaving Big Marlon James up front. I don't think it's going to hurt him too much. Long ball's not going to hurt Kelantan too much. They've got two big players in Subramanian and Umbina.
21 minutes played at Shah Alam. It's the Malaysia Cup final, first since 1966 for the armed forces. Kelantan chasing a treble haul of FA Cup, Super League and Malaysia Cup. It's been quite an introduction into Kelantan for Boyan Hodak.
He's done a fantastic job. I mean, 2 out of 2 trophies, and he's looking to get his 3rd trophy. Probably one of only a few have done that.
Just remember Peter Butler was the coach at the start of the year for Kelantan, and it's his squad of players.
Yes.
Boyan's the man who's done magic with them. Afiq. Indra in the middle. North Sharrell, edge of the penalty area. Afiq Azmi breaks to Indra Putra. Still Indra. Shakir. North Sharrell couldn't convert what was a good chance.
He had time to control it and pick his corner there. I don't think Shakir was passing it to North Sharrell there. He was having a shot at goal, and you can see it. Good work here by Big Afiq. I'm really impressed by the youngsters' start so far. I don't know about this, but Indra, good dummy. Goes back to Shakir, who's having a shot at goal. But it goes, look at that, he's got time. He could have controlled that and picked his corner.
That's a great chance.
Big chance. So far, best chance for Kelantan.
Shakir Sari in an advanced position. That's the second shot he's had on goal, even though that shot turned into a pass. I'd like to know what on the Magic Stats make of that one. Is that a shot or a pass?
They give him half-half. They give him half-half there, Les. He probably will tell you after the game that he was passing it to North Sharrell.
Umbina into Badri. They are nearly dispossessed. Just caught by Harudin Omar. His injury was an eye infection. Bruno Martellotto said, hey, there's too many fouls on me here. That's 3 or 4 he's faced.
Yeah, well, this is a football game here. Okay, it's a foul. He's held him back, and the referee's gonna, sooner or rather later, he's going to give a yellow card and set the precedent. At the moment, he doesn't want to give anybody a card, so there's going to be more fouls.
7 by Kelantan, and Shakir's second, and that's Umbina's 4th.
There you go. I told you the yellow card's coming next.
You got it right.
He's given him already enough chances. And that's just silly. Marlon James is facing his own goal, going backwards. There's no need to foul him.
Here's one of the super slow-mo cameras we're introducing.
Well, that's a foul. He's missed the ball.
the audio isn't bad either, as we heard Bojan.
Thank God he's speaking in Croatian and not English. We don't want to know. I understood a few words.
Christie. I think that's come off Christie Jayasseelan. Indeed it has. Nick Sharrell. Quiet start. And Christie, Nick Sharrell.
All the action is on the right-hand side. It's not on the left-hand side. Christie and Sharrell really haven't seen the ball.
Afik, cleared by Azmi Muslim. Harudin's header. And Wanyeri on the back of James. Referee says okay. James up quickly. Obina again in quickly. Zakwan, 3 in the box. Harudin short. Zakwan to Bruno Mortolotto. Harudin Omar. Shakir clears.
He had to shoot there. He had to shoot. He had to shoot. He had a good look there.
K. Ruben. Zakwan. Tamely out for a goal kick. That was a chance for Harudin.
Yes, there was a chance. It was a great ball here by Bruno. Look, he's trying to find, well, if he's going to play that ball, he had to play it in the 6-yard box for Big Marlon James. He's trying to cut it back to, I'm sure, to Bruno, who called for it. But you either shoot or you play the ball to Marlon. So wrong option by Harudin there.
Adale's header. Zakwan helps it forwards, but Badri's air ball picked up by Tajuddin. Rizal Zambri. Subra's header. Sensible header from Harudin. Foul from Shakir. He's got to be careful. He's walking on a tightrope as well.
Yes, Shakir and Obina made just too many fouls there, but beautiful play by Harudin. He's really calm on the ball and very, very intelligent on the ball. He's played a good role for his team so far.
And a chance for Azmi to curl this in with his left foot. Again, Harudin's up there. Tajuddin's trotted up. Christie will hold wide left. It's too far out even for Adil to try.
Yeah, well, I hope he doesn't shoot. We saw his first attempt. You've got to play. You've got 3 big boys who are very good headers of the ball. Marlon James, Tajuddin and Harudin. Just float it in the 6-yard box and let him attack it. And that's not the 6-yard box.
Nick Sharrell wins the header, but Christie Jayasseelan will try to get to the byline. Super defending, Nick Sharrell. Then given away. Zakwan. Obina's long ball. Afik. Been splendid when the ball's in the air, not so good on the deck there. Good running, Shakir. Got Nurul Aswan here. 2 in the box. Nurul Aswan. Hey, Ruben's done ever so well.
He had to be a good tackle, and I tell you what, when Royer went past him, I thought he's gone there, but he just didn't push the ball far enough to get away from K. Ruben. Well, good defending there by Ruben. Good play by Shakir earlier.
Second corner for Kelantan. First one from Badri. He hit straight into the side netting. Let's see what his foothold is like this time. There was a massive downpour about an hour before kick-off. Badri's corner, Farizal takes a comfortable catch and distributes quickly. Nobody else forward. James getting forward now. Christie Jayasseelan out wide. James just couldn't cope with the cross from Azmi.
Yeah, that's a poor option there. I mean, Zakwan was just free 10 metres behind him out wide. He could have played the ball out wide to Zakwan and allowed Marlon James to run in the middle and get the next cross. So, 1 out ball, too many long balls. got to get the ball on the deck and try and play around the team than go through them.
Ruben clambering all over North Sharrell. Good athlete, K. Ruben.
Great physique. He runs all day, and that's it's not a good attempt there for a header, but well shielded there by North Sharrell.
Supra's got Dautsu short. Instead goes long looking for Big Afik, who's run another header. Afik has me. Harudin. Shakir just steps in the way. Nurul Azman. Shakir. Indra Putra. Badri Ranti. Badri! Could have been awkward for Farizali. Dipped and bounced.
Yeah, look, I don't mind. That's not a bad attempt by Badri, but I thought maybe a better option, just the ball over the top. You can see North Sharrell. Watch North Sharrell's run here. Just loop it over the defender, and North Sharrell would have been through one-on-one. But you can't say you know, it wasn't a good attempt by Badri, who has got a great shot on him.
Obina steps in. Obina, the one player on a yellow card. We played half an hour at Shah Alam. It's been open. North Sharrell again teases possession. Dautsu. North Sharrell wants the ball. Ruben closes him. And then uses that physique of his to barge him over.
Yeah, it's just a silly tackle there by Ruben, because North Sharrell was going right outside there. No room to move, and should not. That's just a... There you go. You can see the nudge using his hands. What a great game North Sharrell's had so far. The most outstanding player on the field in the first half an hour, I think, for his team, and I think Hyruddin's been the best player for ATM so far. So both the big name players have come into the fore.
Obina's in the penalty area. Afik's there. Badri Radzi, North Sharrell and Indra Putra. Obina's header. Obina's knee stroke, hand stroke, anything apart from the head.
It wasn't the greatest ball by Royer there. Obina did well just to get his any part of his body on it. There it is here. Again, I don't know. It's just way too high and off there. It was handball. He did get control of the handball. A little bit flatter, a little bit more swerve on it, and allow the big guys to attack it and put it right inside the 6-yard box where the goalkeeper's in two minds.
Possessional stats, 58% to ATM, but it's Kelantan who are on the attack. Adil just belts it into touch. Dautsu, North Sharrell. Those little skinners can be a little bit more awkward than they look.
Yeah, it is. Look, I mean, this the ground is very wet. As you said, there was a big downpour, and it's difficult for the goalkeepers, and that's why every shot you've got to have the second striker follow it through in case he does drop it, as he did just then.
James finds Christy Jayasheelan. Chance to run at Nick Sharrell. Christie looks for James, wins the corner, second of the match for ATM.
That's better by Christie. You've got to give him the ball a little bit more often. He's got explosive pace, and I think he's got the runaround for Sharrell out right back, but he hasn't seen enough ball.
Zakwan goes onto the goal line. Bruno Martelletto, James and Hyruddin on the penalty spot. Adil will no doubt go near post. Christie. Hyruddin climbed. It's another corner.
What an important header that was. I think it was Subramaniam there. They had 3 ATM players attacking the ball. Have a look at this. Have a look at the back post here, Des. 3 players could have scored that. And what an important header. I think it was Obina. Great ball there by Christie. Yes, it was Obina.
So Indra on Hairudin, that's an interesting defensive matchup. Zakwan with the corner. Subra and Adil could be partners for Malaysia in the Suzuki Cup. Now they're marching each other. Too high for James. Azmi. Decent ball in. Tajuddin. Oh, that's a yellow card. I don't think Nick Sharrow can have any complaints. Ouch.
Horrible tackle. He's hurt. He's got to be hurt, surely. Look at this. He's going 100 miles an hour. Oh, he's nowhere near the ball there. And there's just no need for it. I mean, just stay on your feet as a defender there. And he's gone straight through Tajuddin.
Nick Sharrow has in. Yellow card, number 2 for Kelantan. So that's 2 defenders who are walking a bit of a defensive tightrope. Great shot of the crowd behind. All we're seeing on that far side are Kelantan fans. That's because all on that far side is Kelantan fans. The ATM fans are on the main stand, which is the side of the cameras. But they're the ones making the noise at the moment. It's the band has come to play. And they're giving good support.
Fantastic atmosphere. There's Tajuddin there. Kelantan's got to be careful if they continue to give them chances to take free kicks from outside the box.
Rizal. I think gambling that Apek could take a step left, he didn't, which makes it look very tame.
Yes, well, it was a very tame free kick there. It wasn't a good free kick there by Zambari. You've got to hit your tall players. You've got 3 very good players, and the ball, the service is not getting to them, especially from set pieces. And that's something I think Satya, a half-time, will tell his players. Let's use them much, much better.
Subra lets that run through to Carol Farmi. This is the culmination of a Malaysian League season, which has been excellent. We've had Kelantan winning the league and the FA Cup. We've had ATM winning the Premier League. We've had a resurgence of Pahang. We've had the Lions from Singapore putting a good shift in. Must improve card for Negri Sembilan and for Perak. Obina. Adil, overhead kick only finds Nurul Azwan. And Noor Sharul taken out by K. Ruben. Ruben's got to be careful.
Talk about 3 to 4 tackles. I think K. Ruben has had about 5 or 6 tackles already. And he still hasn't got a card. And that's just a poor...
Big, strong, physical man.
He is, but he's just got to get his timing right. As a defender, you've got to get your timing right. You can't continue to do that, otherwise you're going to just amass yellow cards. And you might find yourself with 2 yellow cards and your team down to 10 players.
Now, Indra Putra might fancy this. I know it's a long way out. What is it, 35 yards out? Indra Putra. Obina. Afiq. Tajuddin's header.
Bit of miscommunication by Afiq and Roya there. Roya was about to volley that in, and Afiq gets his head to it. But wasn't greatly dealt with by the goalkeeper.
No handball picked up by Badri Radzi, who's fouled again. Free kick, same kind of area. And I'd reckon that Indra Putra might just fancy hitting the target again, Abbas.
Well, after the fumble by the goalkeeper, he didn't look too comfortable there, the goalkeeper, and it was a good free kick by Indra. I'd like to see him hit it low and let it bounce in front of the goalkeeper there instead of hitting it up in the air. There's the distance. Is that correct? 27.9?
27.9.
As it says. I think the other one's about 26.9. It's probably a yard a little bit further than the previous one.
The wall does its job at the expense of a corner kick for Kelantan. It's their third of the match.
It's a danger period here for ATM. 5-6 minutes before half-time. They don't want to concede a goal now. So they have to concentrate and defend this corner and probably the next 5 minutes, because Kelantan has been definitely on top the last 10 minutes.
Hey, send us your thoughts on Facebook if you're not here at the stadium. Facebook, Astro Arena, Salaran 801. We'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. Corner kick for Kelantan in the white. 40 minutes played. Afiq! Again, he gets away from Tajuddin. He is winning that battle hands down.
He's winning 9 out of 10 at the moment. There's Tajuddin. I don't know why he would do that. He's just got beaten and almost scored a goal against him. You've got to get closer. You cannot give anybody half an inch in the 6-yard box. He's going to beat you, and I think probably should have done better.
Bruno just caught. Referee says play on. Ruben finds Rizal Zambri. Azmi. Indra Putra does superbly, is away from Tajuddin. Indra Putra's got no Sharrell in the penalty area, but nobody left.
He did all the hard work, didn't he, Indra? Just that final delivery you'd be disappointed with, but he outdone Tajuddin on the touchline, showed great pace. There he is.
As we're watching the replay, there was half a chance, but it's been cleared. Nora Lazwan. Badri Radzi. Flag stays down. Azmi Muslim's header. Here's Christy Jayasseelan. Kelantan chasing for a goal. Shakir strikes it wide. It's a 7th strike on goal by Kelantan. 3 of them in the last 5 minutes.
And it's been all Kelantan. Kelantan just marauding, going down the middle, out wide. ATM has got to recollect, get themselves together, get their discipline back, get their shape. Otherwise, they're going to concede a goal very, very quickly. They do not want to concede just before half-time. They've played a pretty decent game up to 40 minutes, but that could be all over with 1 goal against them.
You can see Satya in his technical area for the first time in the match.
And he can see that. He's seen his team is a little bit disorganised. He's probably just telling them to get back into shape and just concentrate. They're going to keep the ball. It's just too many long balls, and they're losing the ball every time.
Marlon James looking for Zach Wan. To howls of derision from 3/4 of the stadium. Zach Wan can't keep it in.
Here's Marlon. He's a bit disappointed with that. He's trying to find Zach Wan, just overhitting it.
Royalty on hand for football's biggest occasion of the season. Afiq wins another header. It's one thing we haven't got a stat for, but it's a lot. Azmi Muslim. Shakir again does such a super job there. And Indra Putra. Coach Boyan Hodak says Shakir is the first name on his team sheet.
Yeah, we can see why. He does all the dirty work, doesn't he? He wins the tackles. He's the first one at the back. He's the first one supporting at the front. And he's a go-to man. There he is again. Another great ball here by Shakir to Indra. And here comes Kelantan again.
Badri to Indra Putra. Indra Putra Mayudin. Oh, it's through Farizal and into the corner. And Kelantan on 43 minutes have got a lead. And it's a goalkeeping error, but a strike for Indra Putra.
I don't think it was Indra. I think it was Noor Sharrell there, mate. I'm sure it was Noor Sharrell who ran in. Good lead-up play by Roya. Gives it to Noor Sharrell. And there he is. And he's happy. At last. He hasn't scored for a while, Noor Sharrell. Here it is. Great ball there by Royer. Runs in, and the goalkeeper's got to do much better than that. That's just an awful mistake. Actually, it was Budry. Great ball there by Budry.
Budry to North Sharrell, and what an error.
I'd like to see the bounce in front of the keeper. Let's have a look at the bounce. There's North Sharrell. The keeper's right behind it. Oh, that's just horrible. Horrible.
North Sharrell, Idland, Tallahassee, 44 minutes. He deserves it for his performance, but what a killer blow for ATM.
It is a killer blow. I was saying it, they don't want to concede. There's 5 minutes to go. Look at the clock. There's only injury time now in the first half. It's going to give them a lot of confidence, Kelantan. ATM really got to regroup. It's only 1 goal, and they don't want to concede another one even before half-time. But if anybody deserved the goal, North Sharrell, he's been the most outstanding player on the pitch in the first 45 minutes.
Pear's pass, but the cameras will focus on goalkeeper Farizal. Nick Sharrell, a second before half-time, would wrap this up. ATM, they weren't able to hold on. You called this 5 or 10 minutes ago.
You can see they were losing their shape there. So they're all over the park. They're just not keeping the ball. They're just playing too many long balls, too many one out. And if you don't keep the ball, you're going to get done by Kelantan, who's got some very good quality.
They're calling it Missy Tiga, the treble mission for Kelantan. Indra. Now then, is there a sting in the tail? Not with Obina getting the better of James. Header from Nick Sharrell. Bruno Martellotto. Azmi. Cleared by Subra.
That's just too easy. That's just crazy football by ATM. They continue to go through the middle, and here comes Kelantan on the counter-attack again.
Afik. Nurul Aswan to his left. Afik's dived in a little bit. Referee on the spot.
Just poor vision there by Afik. He had Royer absolutely free. And here comes ATM again, just giving the ball away.
North Sharrell, Idland Tallahassee on 44 minutes. Scores the goal, which looks like will give Kelantan a half-time lead. There is North Sharrell. The thousands who've made the journey from the northeast will be cheering madly. The 15,000 or so from ATM are frustrated because Kelantan go into half-time with the lead. Deserved, Abbas?
Absolutely deserved lead. Probably out of the 45 minutes, it's been 30 minutes all Kelantan. There's the goal. Beautiful play here by Budry. North Sharrell in the box, and the keeper's got to do better. Yes, good run by North Sharrell, but really the keeper should have saved that.
Bruno Martellotto couldn't get the shot in, the challenge in, and every time you look at it, it looks worse and worse.
It does. But credit to North Sharrell, who's been the most outstanding player, and well done to Kelantan, who's been the better team in the first half.
Half-time at Shah Alam. Goal from North Sharrell, Idland Tallahassee. ATM 0, Kelantan 1.